Hi guys, Ann here, and today we have another car vlog. I crack myself up every time like I'm editing because I'm always like, okay, today we have a car vlog. It's like, duh, I'm like literally in my car. But anyway, we have a few places to go today. The first place I'm going is to the post office. Today's July 2nd, and it is 10:49 a.m. So I'm getting like a late start. I wanted to get out of the house around 9, but that did not happen. I have to pay my P.O. box, so I pay that every 6 months. I think it's like 100 and something every 6 months, I believe. I don't remember. I need to go to Walmart and ShopRite, the grocery store. And I'm just getting a few things. I have a list. Guess what, guys? You're going to be so proud of me. I remembered bags. I know. Watch me forget to bring them in the store. All right. I will see you when I get back since it's raining. I don't want to, a lot of times, when I go outside, I usually film as I'm walking. But now, not I said to fly. But you guys, most of you know, I always say this just in case if there's somebody new watching, that I suffer from hair loss. I have a certain type of alopecia, and I wear hair fibers, right? If not, you would definitely be able to see my scalp, and I am in the shade black. So there is this type of like spray that you can buy, kind of like a hairspray, if you will, and that'll make it to like if you're sweating or if it's raining out or something like that, it doesn't like go down your face, or if you like lay your head down, it doesn't come off, because if I do this, my hair would be black from the hair fibers. I don't have any of that, but I just have the hair fibers on, so this will be a test how it works in the rain. Does it go down my face? Does it not? You know what I mean? I use the brand Topic. Not sponsored. It's just what I purchase, and I like that better. I've also tried, it's called thick fiber, but I like the Topic a little bit better. It lasts longer, But anyway, it'll be a test, so if I come back and you see black stuff coming down, then we know. All right, I'll be back. And we're back. Hold on. I'm gonna get my hand sanitizer. I need to keep it ready for me. Do you remember when I got this at Bath and Body Works? It's so cute. All right. It smells good. It's the black cherry. All right, I paid. It was $105. So let me show you. So for 6 months, it's $105, and then 12 months, it's $210. See, it was due on June 30th. So I paid $105. That is taken care of. And so that'll take me to what? December? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Like the year's almost up. All right. So there's a few things that I want to talk about. In my last video, I talked about, the wiring that's in the attic that is my bedroom and my filming room and all of that stuff. And you have seen, especially if you're subscribed to my beauty channel, Just Ann, you see when I'm filming, like, that it just keeps going out, So that, it was my mother and grandmother's house, and they left it to me. So that house was built in either 1900 or 1901. I want to say 1900. So it's like 125 years old. Now, most of you know there was a house fire in 2018, and so 80% of the house got redone, got put up to code, got the wiring, everything. Now, the attic had, the wiring was changed and different things. Let's see. They bought that house in 1979, so I'm going to say in the early 80s, they converted everything into like a room, a bedroom. Now, when my grandmother's husband did that, he didn't put like insulation in or ducts in or anything, so like you have to have like a heater, I have one of those fireplaces to plug in, because there's no heat that comes up, there's no ducts, no air, no anything, you have to have a window AC. Hold on, do I have cash on me? Please let me have cash. I don't want to use a card. Hi, 20 regular.
20 regular?
Yeah. Now you have to pay it ahead of time. Before, you didn't have to pay it until afterwards, you know. You know, when I have the air conditioner on, I've been living there, what, since, I think October of 2020. Yeah, because my mom passed away in 2019, and I waited a whole year to move in because I just couldn't, you know, emotionally. And so, in 2020. So, I've been there, what, almost 5 years? Right? This October will be 5 years. And I've never had that happen. Like, if you have the AC on and the heat goes on and it, like, cuts off. Ever. I've never had an issue. And this year we had the heat wave that's been the hottest that I can remember. That is so weird. The lights just came on as I was talking. Wow. That is just weird. I know when I talk about my mom, lately, it's... anyway... I don't know what that means. Something's going on with her car. Anyway, what was I saying? That just freaked me out when that light came on because of other things that's been happening. Anyway, get to the point, Em. That gave her a little over a half a tank. Okay. So, I don't know what I was saying now. Oh, so I've been there almost 5 years, and like, we haven't had the heat wave like it going to 115, 120 that I could ever remember. And once it gets to a certain temperature now, because again, there's no installation that's in there or anything, so it's like metal. Like, just think like going in a car, and when it's hot, and then you're in the car, and it's so hot, and you're touching things, and it burns. Well, it's kind of like that's how it is when it's in the attic because of that. When it's that hot. And around 2:30, when it gets to a certain degree, like usually anything after, when I see like 105 with the heat index, everything's going off. And remember, I was saying, like, I didn't even know there was a separate fuse box because it's never happened before. Well, when my mom had the house fire in 2018, the master bedroom, which is now Tyler's room, that's where the fire started. It was an electrical fire, you know, the wires, because they were so old and different things. And that's where he had plugged in the air condition. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And so, you know, when that happened, the first time, like I said, when everything went out, it scared me because I thought, oh my God, the wiring and another house fire. And I just started crying. You know, I do that a lot when I'm by myself. And that's how I handle things. Like, I get by myself and I cry. I cry when I'm angry. Like, when I'm really mad, I'll cry. That's just how if I'm sad, whatever, that's just what I do. And then I pull myself together. Like, I go by myself, cry, whatever. And then I pull myself together and then I get shit done. Always been that way. It's either that or I'm going to punch something. So I'd rather just cry. You know what I mean? I figured out there was the fuse box in the attic, turned it all on, everything works. However, you know, it still, when it's hot like that, it'll just cut off where I have it plugged into the tower, because that has a surge protector. So just anything that's plugged into the tower will go off, right? I definitely know, as a lot of you guys said, that I have to get an electrician there to check the wires anyway, because if it keeps happening like that, like there's something wrong. Or maybe the breaker's bad or what have you. And I hear you, and I know that, but you have to have money to do that. I don't have money. I don't have thousands of dollars to put aside. I don't have that to get it fixed, you know. It's easier said than done, right? I don't even know, like, handymen. I mean, do you remember when the pipe burst down in the kitchen? And I didn't even know, now I know, but I didn't even know how to, like, shut the main water off. I didn't know any of that. I moved out of that house when I was 17 years old, and I went right into living with a guy, but then, like, and then when I moved on my own, I was living in the projects my whole adult life just about. And so when there was an issue, we called maintenance. So I never had to learn these things. And then when I got married, which you guys know that, like, you know, I had him or whatever the case may be. So I never lived on my own living in a house. So I am new to everything. And sometimes, I can speak for me, and it's not an excuse, it's the truth. Sometimes I don't think about, okay, I need to know where this, and this is until things happen. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that was so stupid. I should have known how to turn the main water thing off. Why wouldn't I? I should have known that, but I never thought, like, because a pipe might, I don't know. It's just, I'm just being honest. And so I had to call, I had to Google. And then the first people that could come out, I told you they charged me like $2,000. And I had to pay. And I had to pay it just to fix a pipe and turn the water off and then fan it out. Or what, you know, like to get the water cleared out and stuff, you know? On a positive note, having them come over, remember one of the guys figured out why the heat wasn't going into the one dining room and stuff, because that thing fell off. They just put it together. And so, you know, if I knew somebody that was an electrician or something like that, of course, you know, I'd pay them. They wouldn't. But if you have to get a business or what have you, or people you don't know, they charge a lot of money. Let's keep it 100. I don't have that type of money. So I always said that I would not put memberships on my channel. And I meant it when I said it, but I'm going to have to start putting memberships on my channel. I have to, because I have to make extra money to get this wiring fixed. I am scared to death if there's a house, another fire, or what have you. Like, it has to be done. And I don't do GoFundMes. I don't do that. I mean, I did one when we had the house fire. I literally had it up for 4 days because, like, my mother and them literally walked out. She didn't even have shoes on. She walked out with just the socks on. You know how you say you just walk out with the shoes on your feet? The only one that had shoes on, well, which was Tyler and my grandmother, you know. But literally with the clothes on their back. Like, they didn't even have a toothbrush. Literally. A comb. A brush. Nothing. And so I had it up for 4 days for them to get some things, and then, you know, what have you. But other than that, like, I've never had an Amazon wish list. And I'm not knocking anybody who does that. I just always, for me, it's like I don't expect anybody to pay my bills. You know what I mean? And I considered that was an emergency, you know. But, so I figured instead of doing that, I am going to do memberships. And that way, it's like I'm working for the pay. Does that make sense? You know, and I'm doing something. It's not like you're just giving me money. Now, it's not going to be expensive. I think the lowest is 99 cents. Now, I'm not going to do 99 cents. I'll tell you why. YouTube takes like 30 or 40% of that. So that wouldn't make sense. So I think the next tier is $1.99. So that's probably what I'll charge, is $1.99. And with the memberships, it will be one-on-one, like, live streams, membership live streams. It'll be videos where I will get more personal and share more things, because when something's behind a paywall, nobody could take that content and upload it on their channel or talk about it or anything like that, because it's behind a paywall, or you can strike them. It goes against TOS on YouTube. And so I would feel more comfortable then, where I can share more personal things, you know, behind the scene things. You know, it's funny. It's like I became friends with a couple people, and it's like as soon as you're not friends, they want to make videos or share things or show things or expose. And I'm not talking about one specific person, if you guys think, and I was just talking about Abby. No, it's not. You know, I mean, if the shoe fits, but like, no, I'm just talking, and there's other people, you know, whatever, doesn't matter. And I've always said, like, I will never show private DMs, or really, I don't even really say my side, like, really, you know, I'll just take the L. I will look like the scumbag, because I don't do that. And I think now, like, sometimes people take my kindness for weakness, because they know I have morals, and they know that, and I think they use that. They know I'm, like I said, I'm only going to go so far. However, behind my paid wall, I'm going to talk about some more things. I'm going to talk about and tell you guys. And if I have to show things, I will do that behind a paid wall, because then nobody can hold that against you. You know what I mean? And also, the people that really care and want to know about my personal life, like really about my personal life, you know, it'll go to you guys, because not everybody here that watches me wants to know everything. Do you know what I mean? And so it'll be a lot of different things. So you will definitely get your bang for the buck. Is that how you say it? You know what I mean? Now, I do know, I've never had memberships before, but I hear people say, I'll look more into it, that every month you can give 10 people free memberships. Now, I don't know if you can pick them or YouTube automatically does that. If you know, let me know in the comments if you're a creator or what have you. Or, you know, I'll look more into it. So, I haven't did the memberships yet, but I'm just letting you guys know that I will be doing it. I'll either do it this week or after 4th of July, you know. I got to figure out how to do it and all of that. So, and that is the reason, to make extra money so I can pay for this wiring stuff for a good cause. Yeah, that's all that I have to say about it until I do it. I just want to prepare you guys so that if you see it or I talk about it, you don't be like, oh, I thought you said you never do it. Does that make sense? So anyway, all right, let me go in here, and because like I said, it's raining. It looks like it's slowing down a little bit, which is good. But anyway, I will see you in the clearance aisle. I'll be back. All right. I lied. I'm not in the clearance aisle, but I always go up this aisle first. This is kind of like where they put whatever like season that's coming, or like right now it's going to be 4th of July, right? But sometimes I show you those games like on this end cap right there. But look at this. This is what I kept saying. Who remembers? I don't ever remember calling it cornhole though. It was called something else, like tossing something. I can't remember, but who remembers this game? Oh my goodness, do you remember? This is by In the Arc Sports. Stick and slide. It's like, was tossing something. I can't remember. How much is this? It's like, Jesus, that went up. 54 bucks. So, Friday, I will be live streaming. So, ever since I had this vlog channel, I'll put the other videos, live streams that I did on 4th of July in the description box, so check them out. But I always go, they have the fireworks at the lake that always reminds me of my mom, and I always live stream the fireworks and stuff, so I will be doing the same thing. I usually don't start live streaming though until I get there, but maybe I'll start live streaming as I'm walking there, because I always walk there because of how much traffic and everything, you know. So, if you're home and, you know, aren't going to see the fireworks, I'll be live streaming it. Okay. Oh, gosh, I remember this stuff. This is only $5. I need to have grandkids. Not yet, not yet. All the fireworks for Walmart. Let me show you. So this is $119. What do you get? I don't know. I think I got this last year. I think it was that one. That's 150 bucks for that. And then there's the poles. Let me know down below. Do you guys do fireworks, like your own fireworks? Let me know. All right, let's go to the clearance aisle. All right, what's we got? Oh, there's this. Well, let me just show you. Somebody's arguing about the price. So you have these, $10. Wallpaper. Oh, that's $6 for that mirror. I have one though. That diaper's got to be in the wrong spot. So you see, they really don't have anything. It's over here. This just looks like a bunch of junk. All right, let me look and I'll be back. I can't even make this up. So they have like it all locked up, soap, all that kind of stuff. So I asked for help. I wanted to get my zest. And she goes, okay, I have to walk it up front for you to you. And I said, I can't have it. And she goes, no. Anything that's locked up, like soap, bars of soap, anything like that, they can't give you. So I said, well, I'm not done shopping yet. And so they're going to like leave it up front. This is why I'm going to start ordering certain things online, like at the Walmart.com where they ship it. Because that is crazy. Let me know if that's what's happening where you live. All right, let me finish shopping and I'll be back. Okay, this right here is so good. You have to try this. It's expensive, but if you like bagels or like toast or something like that, oh my God, it's amazing. Somebody told me to try this, so I'm gonna get this and try it. All right, I'm still shopping. I'm not getting too much, because I need to go to like ShopRite, but there's only like a few things I need here, so I'll be back. So this Dunkin' blueberry muffin is only $6. It's in clearance right here. So I got 2 of them. They have the mint chip one, and I love the mint chocolate chip ice cream, but I don't know if I would like that in coffee. That one was $7. I wonder why one is $6 and one is $7. It's the same, 10. And this is 14. Get 22. All right, I'm good. I got 2 of these, so that should hold me off for a while. Because I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day, usually, and that's in the morning. Occasionally I have 2, like if I have to get up and go somewhere or something like that, but normally I just drink 1 cup, so that'll last me, you know, a couple weeks. All right, let me finish, because this is my issue. I made a list, but then I see things like, ooh, let me try this. Well, that's on clearance. It's on sale. I'll be back. So let me show you what I got. I didn't get a whole lot, but what I did get is like expensive. Hello, I'm trying to film here. Breathe. You know what I mean? Like, I needed stuff like this, like the dryer sheets. Oh my God, this Gain, the Moonlight Breeze. Oh my God, it smells so good. I can smell it through the box. I think this is like $9.97, like $10. Oh, also, do you know what? Well, first of all, they have from Hefty. Let me turn it around. Hold on, let me show you. So, like, I like this one from Hefty, the lavender and sweet vanilla. It smells amazing. It's so, so good. But they have a new one. It's from Fabuloso, and it's watermelon, the scent. It smells so good, but you only get like 60, I think, for the price. It's expensive. Like normally you would get like 80, there you'd get 60. So, and I was shocked because when I got it last time and I opened it up and the trash bags are like pink. Like I was like, oh wow, like a pinkish purple color, very pretty. All right, so I'm not getting anything else. I did get, of course, I have to get Akira stuff. I have to. This is like $5. Has a little, and then little things like this. But these are the only bones that I will get them from now on, because I've been getting these since they were a puppy. Never will I get those other bones. I mean, $700 later. Heck no, never. I felt terrible. All right, let me go ahead and pay for this and stuff. Let me know down below. How much do you think this stuff came to? Did I show? I didn't even show you. Hold on. Right here. All right, so it's not a whole lot of stuff, but let me know how much you think it came to. Do you think it came to like 200? I don't think it came any more than 250. We shall see. I'll be back. Okay. I'm out by the car now. So, how much do you think everything came to? I was shocked. It came to $186 and change. So, we'll say like $187. That's still a lot for, I mean, I hardly got anything. It came to 2 bags, you know. But you know how much I usually spend in there. But this is everything that I needed. I always get these. I got these in an extra large because I like them really big on me. And this is the only colors that they had, but I usually like the black and navy blue and stuff. I use these as pajama shirts, so. And, you know, I always use like bleach. You know, I love me some bleach. So this type of stuff I use when I'm cleaning and all that, like, or if I'm dyeing my hair, you know, stuff like that. But again, these are the only colors they have. They had large, but they only had it in white, and plus I like them really big at home, you know. So the 2X's I got, they were so big, oh my goodness, but they shrank, you know what I mean? So I figured the extra large will shrink. Anyway, also wanted to show you, I got 2 shirts. The ones that I really wanted, like that were tie-dye, they were sold out on my size. Like they only had like XXL or something. Okay, it would have been too big. So these are a large. But look, so it has like the 2 tones, but I like it because if you can see, do you see how like the back, like on your butt and stuff, it would cover, which I like that. So I wanted the like tie-dye one. Oh, and then I got this one in blue. The same thing, see? And I got this in a large. And these were $9. So anyway. All right, let me get the stuff in the car and I'll be back. It is, hold on, I'm getting my hand sanitizer. It's only 73 out. It's nice, but it's humid. I just checked. The humidity's at 91%, so it's like very, very humid. But can you guys see? I don't know what you can see, but I am breaking out like in a rash. I had some seafood and I'm allergic to crabs, not to where it makes my throat close up and all of that, but it's, I guess, more of a side effect. I don't know, like I break out in rashes and stuff. And I know I should not, but I love crab meat. I don't really care for shrimp too much and all that other stuff. Fish is okay, but it's like dungeon crabs and all that kind of stuff, or like pasta with crab meat in it. My daughter went to her cousin's baby shower. She is due July 28th, the end of this month. Anyway, Lexia brought home some of the pasta salad, that crab meat in it, and oh gosh, it's getting bad. I can see it as it's going. I ate some last night. Anyway, what is going on? Because I'm sweating. Look at my eye. I don't even know if you can see it. It's my eyebrow pencil and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop touching my face. I did even when I'm out and about and stuff. All right, so that's not too bad. 100, and you know, I don't want to spend any more than $500 today. I really don't have a lot of money this month to spend because Isaiah's birthday is July 19th, and he will be 21. I can't believe it. My youngest is going to be 21. And then Lexi's birthday is July 31st, and she'll be 25. Isn't that weird? So I'll have a 21-year-old, 25-year-old, and then Tyler will be 30 in November. So it's like big birthday celebrations this year. 21, 25, and 30, you know, like, wow. That's crazy. I cannot believe I'm going to have like almost 30-year-old. Like, it's crazy. Tyler always said he didn't want to have kids till he was 30. All my kids say that, and he's doing it. There's this girl, like Tyler, I mean, he has settled down before, but Tyler, he's like a player, you know. It's funny, every time I go somewhere, people say, hi, Tyler, you know. But I think there is this one girl he really likes. I don't really talk to him too much about it, but, like, you know, like when he gets out of work, he'll take a shower, he puts his cologne on, and he's like, I'll be back, you know, and I'm glad. All right, I will meet you at ShopRite. All right, it is so crowded in here. This is the only area here where it's not crowded. I guess because it's where the vegetables are. I don't know. So I'm getting out of here. What? Have you ever tried this? Lexi's been asking for these, and I finally found them. It's the Chobani Flip yogurts. Like, you can find Chobani. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I never seen the Flip. This one's strawberry shortcake. This is $5.99 for four of them. And do you see how, like, one of them, there's 2 of them? So one half is the fruit and the other half is the yogurt, and you just flip it in there. So I got that, and then I got her cookies and cream. I only got her 2 because they're $6 a piece. But, and you know, Lexi's losing so much weight. I think she's down to 115 pounds now. So, she asks for something, I get it. Anyway, all right, so let me go ahead and, let me show you what I got. I didn't get a lot. I'll come back after the holiday because it's just way too crowded. And you know how I am with germs, and I don't want to get sick. Totally. So that's all that I got. This here, the regular $5.49 a piece. You know, I love my peanut butter Reese's thing. They're on sale for $4, but then it's 2 for $5. So it's like buy one, get one free. And yes, I'm aware I could have got another brand. I like another flavor. Yeah, I like it. So that'll last me a while. Anyway, I got a pineapple, I got a watermelon, I got some fruit, got oranges, you know, some salad stuff, and I will meet you in the car. I'll be back. All right, I'm out of here. I actually did really good because I only got things that were on my list, just like a couple things like the ice cream, because I mean, come on, you can't beat that. And then I got already made up Italian sub. And I got that, like I'll eat half of it and give the other half to whoever wants it when I get home. So I did pretty good. It came to $238. That is pretty, I mean, it's still, you know how I am. I'm going to be like, I hardly got anything, but, you know. And I even had extra bags left over. All right, it's very humid out, and I have ice cream. I'm literally sweating, so I'll meet you in the car. All right, I'm in the car. I have the AC on, so if it's a little loud, I apologize. But it is, like I said, it's only, like I said, in the 70s, but the humidity is so, it's like steam, you know. I'm like sweating. I need to go home and take a shower. It is 1:03, so I did pretty good. I left the house at 10:40, 10:30, something like that. So I did pretty good. It's so funny. Every time I get a watermelon, because you know that's how I hurt my ankle, carrying a stupid watermelon, tripping over something. Anyway, it's like, oh my goodness. Because, you know, the boys are at work, right? And Lexi's sleeping. Let me know what you think about the memberships. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be upset, but, you know, I got to do what I got to do. I got to get that wiring and stuff done, and I figured this way, you know, like I'm working for the money. It's not somebody giving it to me. Does that make sense? I don't know. When I do get the membership set up, I will just make a separate video and let you guys know and all of that. But I got to figure out how it works, all that stuff. But like I said, again, it'll be like it'll be well worth the money, you know. It'll be personal stuff. I'll show you a lot more in the house and all that type of stuff, because like I said, I know they can't put it online. That's what I was scared of, because, you know, when I start showing little things, people were like Google searching and then like trying to dox me. And it was just, you know, when it comes to like my kids, when they're in their safety, it's like, no, they don't do YouTube, you know what I mean? It's I do it, and so I don't ever want to put their safety or anything at risk. I mean, they're not a public figure. Does that make sense? And then, like, I noticed when I would talk more about my personal life, people would make videos and different things, and it's like, talk about me all you want, but, you know, really quickly, I have been getting comments like, are me and Ryan still talking? Yes, we are still talking. He's very good to me. We'll be going out again this weekend. It's just with Chuck passing, I talk to him every day, but I haven't seen him because my focus was on Lexi, being with her. Does that make sense? And then we had the heat wave, and I had all those issues, so, you know, we went out to dinner a few times and stuff, but I really haven't, like, went out. So this weekend we'll like go out and do stuff and all of that. And again, in the memberships, I'll talk more about it. Nothing will be off limits, except for my kids, their personal lives, of course, you know. But all right, I'm gonna get off of here. Don't forget to thumbs up the video or thumbs it down. Don't forget I have my beauty channel if you're interested in that. I always link it in the description box, but I'll pin a comment. And make sure you leave a comment. Commenting really helps out with engagement. So it would help if you leave a few comments, like separate comments. And is there anything else? Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you. Never let somebody take you out of your character. Do as I say, not as I do. Bye.